Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Many a True and welcome back to Stellaris, where you join us in really interesting times. I've actually been thinking a lot about the galaxy between the last part and this part, and all sorts of interesting opportunities are suddenly occurring to me. Last time, yeah, we've managed to actually seize a good chunk of already actually set up mining territory off the killbots. The killbots now look very contained and surrounded. Yes, indeed. This could all work very, very nicely indeed. And down south, some really interesting stuff is happening. The Great Khan has sort of collapsed a little bit anticlimactically, I must say. I actually went and looked up, like, what happens with the Great Khan. Basically, obviously, you can kill him in battle, or eventually there'll just be dice rolls every so often to decide whether one of his underlings kills him. If one of his underlings kills him, then what happens is that at that point the game starts dice rolling to say either a new Great Khan emerges, in which case the Empire, in whatever stage it is at that point, becomes a normal Empire with all the normal diplomatic stuff you can do with that, or it basically fragments like we're seeing here. So as a result of that, yeah, we've got the fragmentation, which is a bit of a shame really, because our Great Khan didn't grow that big, never really kind of threatened any more than a single area over here, and then basically collapsed. So that was a bit of a shame in some ways, but it was still nice to see him in action. I was a bit nervous for a bit. Still, what he's done has opened up some interesting opportunities, I will say. Because, yeah, the group that are part of this little federation down here, they have had their fleets shattered, they've lost a lot of territory, they're looking very, very flimsy indeed. Which is, yeah, potentially of interest. They might be easy pickings if we ever wanted to go down in that direction. That certainly would appear to be the case. The Tebazoid Ravagers, however, no longer fanatical purifiers, but instead a normal empire, albeit a star empire, and not generally the friendliest people in the world. They've got an opportunity now. They have a decent-sized fleet. They are fairly nice and strong. They could mop up all of this if they really wanted to. Meanwhile, as for this poor Federation, by the way, yeah, the old powerful fleet of the Great Khan, I think they've actually lost a bit of their strength, but some of them are still just bumming around here. So, for example, hang on, where is he? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the old Khan flagship. It's been depowered down to 3,700, but now it's just bumbling around, blowing up everything it happens to see. So, yeah, these poor guys just basically have former Khan fleets just floating around their territories, blowing stuff up. So life is not good for them yet. The collapse is not necessarily in their favour. Plus, of course, these guys could recover and start attacking them again anyway. So, yeah, right now their fleet power's pathetic. They might build up over time. We'll have to flipping see. But I'm more concerned about the north and consolidating and potentially forming a new triumvirate with me, the Raxar, and maybe the Fossons. I'll have to have a think about that. We'll see. The Fossons are definitely the weakest of the three, but they might be welcome anyway. We'll have to have a think about it. The first target would be the Rhino Turtles. And I'm just thinking about whether I want to attack those guys immediately or wait for my main fleet to return. Because my main fleet right now is just down over here, basically escorting my science vessels and construction ships while I just mop up all of this. Because, yeah, if I take all of this, my border's going to be scruffy. But the border's going to be with these guys. These guys seem perfectly fine with me, and also they're pathetically weak. So if I just leave, like, you know, a couple of thousand strength around here, just guarded by a couple of border stations, they won't be able to get in here at all. And I'm also sending my main fleet over in this direction, just to basically take out this pirate fleet, because this pirate fleet has literally been just harassing these guys for decades. Their fleet is, how much fleet power do you have? That's 84. That's 65. I think that might be your entire fleet. Yeah, I'm just going to do you a favour and take out those pirates for you. But after that, we have to start thinking about this federation over here. Because, yeah, the Infinite Pond is just straight up collapsing. The Romans don't actually seem that keen on the Infinite Pond, I don't think. They've got... Yeah, actually, there's... Oh, well, actually, technically, the Infinite Pond's not keen on the Romans. Though the Romans are actually associate status, I suspect I might be able to lure them into a war. We'd have to have a think about that, yes. That could be of interest. But first. One, I'm sitting on a big pile of everything right now. Any chance you're not willing to actually do any raiding for me? That is a shame, because it would have been nice to send these guys straight over into the Rhino Turtles, just to smash things up a bit. Now, I don't have many claims down against the Rhino Turtles right now, but I'm kind of open to just starting a war anyway. Let's just quickly crack open the claims here. Yeah, I've got claims against... Do I have that? No, I should probably actually just quickly... currently, hang on, claimed by, sorry, unidentified empire 10? Wait, what? An empire I haven't met yet has 10 claims on Quepta. And I do have the claim there, actually. It's just I'd need to put another one down to... Oh, this is odd. This is all very, very odd indeed. Yeah, I'm tempted to potentially just move in anyway. And the reason is, their fleets are currently trapped down here. There's 4,800. There's just a few hundred there. Because if I just basically declare war on them, their fleets are pretty much trapped in this space, which I can't actually access right now because, yeah, these guys have closed the borders to me. I've got 3,000 strength here. How strong is this platform, by the way? This platform is only 1,000, so they might actually be able to win that one. But I've also got, yeah, here we are, the Cabbage Liberators at 8,000 right there. Problem is, if they take their main fleet here and just throw it here, yeah, they'll win. So, before we actually begin this war, probably best we upgrade this just for safety. Let's just also reinforce this fleet with just a handful of extra cruisers and destroyers. We've got plenty of facilities around here. Let's also just get time ticking along here. I also need to... Okay. Stop. Uh-oh. So, yeah, basically anyone who builds a Colossus gets the ability to have war declared on them by anybody who doesn't like them having a Colossus. Because the Omni Continuity just built some form of Colossus. Can we actually see the bastard? We might actually be able to see this thing. That's just a station. It's a big old ship. You won't miss it. And I think I've got visibility of their entire area, thanks to various nearby listening posts. Survey complete. So I think it's possibly the technology they've got, or possibly they're building it right now and it hasn't appeared. Because I don't see it yet. Right, new election. Yeah, perfect world I would actually... I'm just going to stay out of this one. I need to spend my influence getting down, flipping... Yeah, just more empire over here. I need to just kind of mop this up as quickly as you can. Are you doing anything right now? If you're not, would you have to get over here and just basically start... Lacking 5.5. Fine, we'll move into position ready to do it. Are you doing anything? Well, in that case, get over here and build some more mining platforms, because why are you not? Go on then, get on with it. And we've also, very excitingly, got a gateway currently being activated. Still a year and a half out, and I don't think it actually goes anywhere, because I'm not sure anyone else has actually activated a gateway anywhere in the Empire, but screw it, it's exciting. Oh my goodness, excellent news for all sorts of reasons. We have got our first, non-tabby Pope since we actually had the first human cat Pope. We have actually got a Queptilium, who is a little bit tired, I'm guessing, because they do like yawning all of the time. And yeah, rather conveniently, Champion of People Happiness plus 5%, pretty darn good, albeit maybe a bit unnecessary in my empire. Industrialist, Empire Mineral Production up 10%. That's a really nice one to have. He's not excited to be Cat Pope, to be honest. The cabbages spent a lot of time yawning. Oh, I'm glad for the cabbage people. Like, you know, once they were horrifying, terrifying murder cabbages, and now one of them's the Cat Pope. And it's not even been that long since we integrated them. This is marvellously good news. And oh, yeah, the minerals are just flying in right now. This is good, good, good. In fact, actually... I should probably just basically hit that, yeah, screw it. Hit the reinforced fleet button. We may as well just get more ships flying in. We've got capacity we're not doing anything with right now. We've got plenty of power, plenty of money coming in. We may as well just get on with it. By the way, do you actually have the... Yep, build the star base. Keep expanding the empire. This is all looking very good. Once you're done with that, by the way, get over here. Lay down these mining stations too. Here we go. This is all looking very, very nice indeed. Now, I'm guessing these guys are pathetic right now. Yeah. So someone's just going to go and finish them off at some point. That's absolutely fine. Won't be me. Because, oh, blimey hell. The poor Infinite Ponds. At this point, well, in all fairness, actually, this breakaway state has 1,000 fleet power. How much fleet power does the Infinite Pond itself actually possess at this point? Because I think their fleet's, like, hiding... Where is it? I don't know where their fleet is. That's not their fleet. Their fleet is... I don't know if they've got a fleet right now. I'm actually not quite sure. Yeah, your fleet's just hiding out. Wait, hang on. Are you at war with them? Oh, yes, of course you're at war with them. I knew about that, yes. And Defender War Exhaustion currently at 99%. Your War Exhaustion 83. Fine, so you're basically just going to take a tiny bit of land off these guys, but... yeah, those fleets belong to the birds and to the starfish. I don't see any fleet belong to the Infinite Pond. I think it might all have jumped ship to the breakaway state. So those poor bastards. And their now penis-shaped empire. That's just adding insult to injury. Oh, and even worse, the little breakaway states are getting close to each other. They're forming defensive packs to defend themselves against any strike back from the Infinite Ponds. Oh, poor gits. Right, we've soon going to have enough strength there. That is... oh. Right, there's some peace with the status quo. I'm not sure that actually made any difference at all there. Yeah, so I think that war is now... that war is now over. Fine, lovely. And there's also... ah, bloody hell. Just complicated inter-duck relationships going on here. Right, time to take out those pirates to help out my new neighbours. Shields collapse. Armour collapse. Ships collapse. Take out base. Boom. Nice and easy. Tiny bit of money. Why not? So that's those guys taken out. Let's also just clear out this space here. Admittedly, I don't really want to be dealing with... you know what? This is a waste of time. I don't need to be dealing with little pirate fleets. You guys are just going to have to deal with it yourself. I will leave a small fleet down here, but this fleet needs to start heading back somewhere more civilized. So, sorry, but you have to deal with your own problems. But I will leave a small fleet here just to guard this area, given this stupid layout means pirates are going to spawn, and some of them might occasionally stagger into my territory. Also, the Rhino Turtles just flipping put a claim against Lux, my flipping home world. So, yeah, they've gone too far. We need to take them out. Yeah, it's time to do this. Even though I won't get much more than just a handful of systems over here, it'll be worth it to break the fleet of these guys. Plus, bringing the Raxar in means hopefully the Raxar will get a bunch of territory over here, which I'd be fine with as well. One thing to bear in mind, though, this little system down here, don't forget about Spring Rain and Round Nuts. Make sure they're suitably well defended. I don't really want to spend... I don't really want to upgrade that to a Star Fortress. That's a little bit of a waste. 2,000. Actually, 2,000 to me. 2,000's not... screw it. Get it upgraded. We'll just turn that into a great big energy thing. It'll be fine. And once you're done... maybe add... actually, leave it for now. Maybe just throw down some more trading hubs in a bit to make some more energy, but we're okay for the time being. Alright, let's get this done here. So, invite attackers and... wait, what? The Raxar don't want in. That's interesting. I swear they did, just very recently. You, hang on. Have the Raxar been actually pulled into, like, a different war or something? No, they're not actually at war with anyone right now. But they don't want... okay, well, honestly, I don't need you guys if you don't want to. That's absolutely fine. I guess we're just going to be doing this on our own then. Once this war is over, Tabby Hands will be forced to rebuild everything they've destroyed. Repose will be left in ruins as an example. Well, lardy flipping dar. Also, apparently your capital is Queptilium Prime, because I think your own capital was taken off you at some point, so that's a shame. Now, is there going to be any immediate movement from your fleets? Because your fleets are... yes, starting to vaguely move a little bit, but the one to be careful of is, yeah, this one down here, isn't it? This is the fleet to watch, but it's continuing to do its journey around here instead. Fine. In that case, bring the Cabbage Liberators in here. We may as well just start knocking over some fleets. I don't think they've got any fleets here. In fact, actually, yeah, if they want to actually get out of here, they're going to have to pass through this system and go to either here, or go all the way through Athari territory, which would involve a lot of, yeah, passing through their FTL inhibitors. Now, who's attacking who, by the way? That's not a massive war down south. That's you attacking you. That's a fairly small local conflict. No one else is going to get pulled into that, I do not believe. So you're going to head in over here. Actually, what we could do is... no, we're not allowed to go into here with this fleet. This fleet's just going to guard this entrance just to be safe. And, oh, uh-oh. Okay, maybe not. Maybe wars are breaking out literally everywhere. So, the Khan successor states are attacking each other. The Verfossens have attacked the polity of Hulfax, but not invited me on this occasion. Honestly, that's fine. You're welcome to do it. I'm assuming I could declare war on them if I wanted to. Yes, I could do if I wanted to. No need to get involved in that right now. It's okay. Everything's fine. I know you guys are not desperately keen on all of this. I intend to end this war pretty quickly. And this is the Cabbage Liberators. Now heading into this space. These are basic stations and platforms. They will collapse in no time at all. Corvettes get in there, start tearing all of this apart, yeah. And the platforms are just collapsing. Job done. Lovely. What can we learn from this? That's just fusion missiles, nothing major. And also, my new cat pope is battleship focus. Oh, I approve of that. Now, are you guys actually responding at this point? No, they're just chilling out there and... Oh, hang on. Hang the flip on. Wait, what? Where did you... Oh, that was showing his border access. Fine. But I still don't have access. Yeah, his fleet is technically safe right now because it's hiding inside territory I'm not allowed into without declaring war. I might need to declare a war on the Athari purely to get these guys to actually fight me, which is interesting. But do I have any claims against these guys? I don't think I actually have any claims against you right now. No, but I could claim this system and this system. Can I claim this system? That's almost. Why is it more expensive? Right of conquest. I don't know why that one costs 70 and this one costs only 35. Possibly because presumably there's a world in here, is there? Right. So if I could get my influence up to 100 odd, I could also start a war purely to take these two territories, which would also basically do nothing but lock this fleet down here forever. And then basically just wait out the clock on this war while my fleet's continuing to do some smashing over here. Then we just wrap up both of these wars and his fleet is then trapped forever in Athari space. Which is... Is that a good... I don't know if that's a good idea. You know what? I'll give it a go. And in order to make that happen, yeah, over at Limitless Potential, I'm going to build a small fleet just to guard this new area around here. Doesn't need to be much, to be honest. Can just be a handful of... just a handful of cruisers, some destroyers, nothing major. These guys just basically hang down here. This is just going to be a small southern defense fleet, because I don't want my main fleets... Actually, I could just leave... I could just anchor the general security fleet around here for the time being. Like, the general security fleet isn't doing anything else right now. It may as well just hang out at Limitless Potential just for the minute. I don't see any need to speed them back north. We're not looking at imminent trouble with these guys. Just hope we're not. No. Though we've broken off associate status with these guys, they're basically fine with us. This is not a bad idea, you know. Let's just actually save up, especially with influence coming in so fast right now. Let's just save up some influence, claim these two systems, get them, and then basically just completely trap the Rhino Turtle fleet behind enemy lines. At some point, they'll presumably be forced to, attack and war exhaustion's at 93%. So at some point... they will actually have to give up on this whole war because they're going to get tired first.
Station under attack.
Station under attack? Hang on. What station's under attack? Like, you're saying that like it's something I should know, and yet there's not an obvious, urgent, flashing message. What station? You're not giving me an alert that there's any, like, hostile fleet inside my territory, so where exactly is this threat that's supposedly here coming from? Okay, now I'm slightly confused and nervous, because I don't know what you're talking about. Well, let's get the Cabbage Liberators over to their capital world, which should, in all fairness, probably provide enough war exhaustion if we actually occupy it to get that taken care of. Speaking of which, can we see what's going on here? Yes, we can. So, 1,400 strength, nothing. What's guarding this world? A decent force, but we can bombard some of it, and I've got a decent fleet ready to land nearby. I brought the transports over to Freedom Station, so they are close by, ready for all of this. They're trying to build a new fleet rather than shift this one back home, which is just quite frankly weird, but whatever. Now, a new aggressor station goes down. Yes, indeed, this is Queptilian Prime. I should have at least some point defense inside this empire, so your missiles shouldn't do much to me. We've taken some light knocks, but we're still very much in a good battle state. Good. Begin bombarding their home world, and then as soon as we've softened up a little bit, I'll send in the main fleet. Still no movement from their fleet. But as soon as that war ends, I assume they'll have to pull out. And actually, their fleet has conveniently already been weakened. What just ran out, by the way? The education campaign! Get that straight back on again. Basically, as far as I'm concerned, like, as soon as the early game's done, healthcare should be on 100% of the time, education should probably be on 100% of the time, and recycling should be on most of the time. They're all very, very important. And they're cheap. 1,000 energy is so cheap for that lasting 10 years. Oh, yes. Right, so, the probes we sent through have confirmed our activation of the gateway has restored power to a second identical device. Ooh. Well, where's the other one? Because I don't know where... Ooh, this is exciting. This is exciting. I was really hoping that would be how it worked. So, where's the structure? Is that... Oh, is that it? Because that's now... Is that one marked in? Yeah. So, this is already linked to this. So, we've now actually got an open link to these guys. Oh, nice. Okay, so... It's not much of a shortcut, to be honest. I mean, okay, well... Save us like 10 minutes in the morning commute, and when we inevitably go to war against the starfish, it might be of use, but maybe I was hoping for something like, you know, a little bit more over here. I was kind of hoping for this one to be the one that would actually activate, but no matter, eh? Also, wait, hang on. Did you just settle a holy world? Is that what you've just done? No, that's just Lachium 3. And they've just actually colonised the system. They're not actually settling it. Where are the holy worlds? That is not there. Not you. Is it up here? Yeah, there's Prophet's Retreat. Where's Walled Garden, if that's what it's called? I don't know. I swear I'd already kind of had eyes on that, but... Interesting. Oh well. The gateway hasn't been quite as sexy exciting as I was hoping for, but... Potentially, if we bring more gateways into the Empire, we might be able to do something a little bit better in time. I mean, we've got a gateway right here as well. So if I was to open this one, would that just bring it into the network? Or would that actually open up another pair? Because the gateways are in a network. I think once you open up like 3 in your Empire, you can choose to go to any of them. I think that's what I've read in a dev diary anyway. That's the first time I've actually activated one in the game, so this is very, very cool indeed. Thing I am going to need to do, however, because this actual black hole belongs to the Athari, but it's already been taken and claimed in a war by the Rhino Turtles. So that means probably when that war ends, they'll get that. At that point, I need to claim it, but then when I claim that, that's going to be in an offensive force, will be more expensive, but okay, it doesn't matter. Claim this system. This is cheap. Just get that claimed. Okay. And then what we probably want to do is, do I want to bother having... You've claimed that too. No. What I want to do now is declare a really insignificant war against... those guys. That will also bring me into war with the polity of Hullfax, but quite frankly, I don't care. Like, they literally can't break the Hullfax defense outpost, so I'm just going to ignore them, and I don't care about it. I'd love to get this system up north, because that is the artisan troop, and if I could have that, I could actually put down the special building to get you, like, 18 unity attached to a starbase, but I can do without it, and maybe I'll go and claim it later. We'll have to see about that, but yeah. I'm now going to start a really small war purely to, for claims. Anyone else want in on this, by the way? Hang on, let's check if anyone wants this. No, no one else wants in. That's absolutely fine. So we're going to get that done. Yeah, that's fine. Declare war. And now this fleet moves straight over to... Why can that fleet not move to there? Okay, now it can. I was just having to wait for the war to actually officially be declared. Now, there is some strength here, but nothing that's going to stand up to this. This fleet is 4,300. This fleet is 4,500. Okay, let's get this fleet just a handful of reinforcements just for safety. Add ships to design. Yeah, let's get cruisers and battleships. into this design. Just 3 of them should be fine. This can just be a small security fleet left somewhere. So now this fleet's over here. Reinforced for 3,500. It's a little bit on the expensive side, but it's fine. Everything's under control. So this will now basically take over... and it's actually even weaker now because that was using bonuses inside... Oh, yeah, look at the point defense. Oh, yeah. Good luck shooting down my fleet. Good luck shooting this fleet down. The shield classes are doing beautiful, beautiful work. The plasma tears apart the hull. We've basically done this without taking a single loss, not even a point of damage. Love it. Absolutely flippin' love it. So, Crash now belongs to me. So, they're not going to get Crash when this war ends, their stupid war. This is getting complicated. Also, minor mandate has been fulfilled. Yay, 1,000 influence. Now we've got new territory in the Empire, we're actually able to fulfill mandates again. Also, who just declared war? Oh no, sorry, that was a response to our declaration of war. So, this war will end probably in about, in about 2 months or so. It's going to be very, very soon indeed. Then this system, and... I think not this system. I think they haven't occupied this planet. So they'll get this system and this system. Then if they want to get back home... Actually, they could, in theory, then go through this territory because they won't be at war anymore. But they'll probably try and head north. And if so, they'll walk straight into this station. Now, this station... I need to pad this out a little bit here. Let's get these guys... Why is that so cheap? Oh, it's probably because I took the, Empire minus 33%. I'm going to just get some defense platforms down. I know it's, like, better to upgrade, but you can't upgrade something you're occupying. That's just not allowed to be done. So I'm just going to throw down some defense platforms on the cheap at the same time as actually reinforcing this fleet a little bit. And that'll all be fine. And yes, indeed, I'm also technically at war with the polity of Hullfax right now, but their entire combined fleet strength is... Construction complete. Currently 53. 53. I don't know what happened to the rest of their fleet. I'm guessing it's been already destroyed by the Fofossans, who are at this point probably coming in to finish the job. Also, what else have we got here? Yes, peace. So, the peace offer... they never took this planet either. So, the entirety of what they took in that war was this one system. And as a result, this fleet is now attacking a star base. Which star base? Okay, it's heading north to Orcam Fung, because I've got visibility. Yeah, it's 100% heading up to Crash. That's fine. Do I need to reinforce this fleet? Do I? I think we're okay. Though actually, have I got... Yeah, you know what? I've got spare capacity for admirals. Let's get a new admiral in here. Which admiral is a good one? Unyielding is not bad. That's okay for a defensive force. But scout, anything for sublight speed. No, this is defensive force. Go for unyielding. That's a good actual kind of thing for that fleet. That gets that up to 4,600. So that was a good investment right there. Get it behind the platform. They're coming this way. What else have we got? Because there's suddenly 10 bajillion alerts. That was the Declare Saint is done. Don't worry about that. Oh, droning optimizations. That's a big one. Look how much of a big hit that is. Maybe get that one back on if I have a chance to save up some influence, but I'm kind of spending that as quickly as it's coming in right now. Anything else urgent here? Looks like none of this is that important. In fact, I think the Athari even managed to take a territory back here. They actually took... Ooh! They took an artisan troop over there. Well bloody done. Okay. This force is definitely heading north to... Yeah, to Crash. Okay. That's absolutely fine. This force is... I think reinforcements are coming in. Yeah, there's a reinforcement coming in right now. So that fleet is trying to join up with this force. I think it's going to get there in time to be involved. Are we going to get a second? Yeah, we're totally going to get a second defense platform down in time as well. It's a modest improvement, but just being a little bit further ahead of them might mean my fleet takes a lot less damage. So where are they? They need to be coming in any minute now. If we can just basically smash these guys, yeah, plenty of time. Good, good, good. How are we doing over at Quepta, by the way? Because if I'm concerned about this, I could just redeploy this fleet. Quepta is... Oh, down to nothing. Okay, fine. Queptilian Prime, send in the transport fleets. We're ready to start landing. Good, that's been going very well, in fact. Over at Crash. Okay. Just... This is all under control. Reinforcements just arrived to join up with this fleet. These guys are ready to warp in. Here we go. So, also handshake protocols activated. Non-aggression pact. Yeah, let's non-aggression pact it up. Breakaway ducks. So 4,900. Get them just a tiny bit further north here. These guys are going to attack my platform with strength of 643. Let the platform attack first, and then get on top of them. Okay, this force is going to join in. Let that force get involved, and... boom. Okay, prepare to attack. Here we go. So, 4,500, but their force is badly damaged already. They've taken a lot of damage. I've got the fleet backing us up. I've got point defense. They are dependent on guided weaponry, and we have got enough point defense to shoot down some of that. So my fleet is very, very well set up to destroy this fleet. They're already starting to... I think we've got some warping out too, but they're warping out. This is not going to be a decisive clash. Let's get right in there here. This is all looking absolutely lovely as far as I'm concerned. 4,100 taking on 2,000, and they have decided to warp out. We have definitely done a good amount of damage there. What can we learn from them? Small disruptor fusion missiles. Nothing we need urgently. Fine. So their force will now just basically walk back to a friendly area. You guys just... No, here. Here is fine. You hit the first aid button. They are determined to head back to a shipyard, but I think they can actually... Can you just heal up here at any starbase? Or does it have to be a starbase inside your space? Can you not heal up at, You guys healing up? I don't know if they're healing up. I think possibly it needs to be inside your friendly territory. Fine. In which case, they're going to be stuck repairing for some time too. Let's get out of there for the time being, because what's left of the Athari fleet is not going to break what's left of Crash. Okay, hang on. What did you just say? Research for research, gladly, every time. Migration treaty. Yes, welcome aboard. Come to our empire. It's lovely. Is the transport fleet present and correct yet? It is. Yeah, it must be there. Fine. Get down there, land the armies. 720 strength versus... there's literally one army left. Fine. You guys can probably get out of here at that point. So that's the cabbage liberators, isn't it? Right, you guys, get over here and attack this force. Planetary invasion is underway. This is not a big deal. I think we got this, actually.
Aggressor colony emancipated.
Good. So we are well ahead of the game in that war. Yeah, in fact, actually, I can force them into a status quo anytime I want. So, what I need to do is make sure I'm just going to get every single claim I want out of this. Because I also want... Yeah, I could have Pitham. I could have... I've got Rantor already. So, I probably ought to try and get... how much is this going to cost at this point? That's going to cost, ouch, 140. That's a lot of influence. Maybe... I say I don't bother with that, and oh, but... Okay. Crash is... Yeah, that's Athari space. I'd like to push them out of this, otherwise the border's going to look ugly. But equally, I feel like my influence at this point could probably be better used just expanding over here. Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to send the cabbage liberators over to this space. We don't need to deal with this anymore. All I need to do, really, is... claim Rantor and Pitham. So just go to Rantor and then head to Pitham, clear both of them out, and then we'll just basically status quo. That's fine. We've done some damage to their fleet, we've screwed them over a little bit. It's a good enough starting point. And as a bonus, we'll actually get Crash off the Athari. It's going to take a little bit of time to actually do, just because, yeah, we basically need to wait for war exhaustion to settle. In fact, we might just actually have to wait out the clock on that war and just basically settle a status quo when everyone's sick of it. Because I don't really have much interest spending more influence trying to push that in an offensive war. And there's the traditions. Oh, this is a big one. Faith in science, unity, 3 months worth of unity. So, for me, like, oh my goodness, like 2,000 unity every time I finish a tech. Yeah, you know what? I'm pretty happy with that. If anything, that feels a little bit overpowered to me. I suspect they might turn that down a bit over time. I think maybe 2 months feels, you know, plenty enough. Speaking of which, how's the tech going on here? Yeah, so in 10 months, we'll just get like a giant pile of unity. And then in 15 months, yeah, another one. 25 months, another one. That's really damn good. I will totally start taking Discovery earlier now that that's a thing. Here we go. So, it looks like the Rhino Turtles have recovered and are heading towards that black hole. So they want to go for, I don't know, possibly they're heading for Kildatha, but I strongly suspect with my upgraded, thrusters and everything, I'm going to get over to Pitham and actually basically end this war with a status quo before they can even get here, because I can actually status quo this war anytime I want. That's literally it. So we'll probably just go in here, take all of that, and yeah, I strongly suspect... Hang on, let's just have a little look, see at one of your fleets at random. Yeah, these guys have got hyperdrive 2 and basic chemical thrusters, so we can literally just move around so much faster than them. We can get over here and clear out their outposts faster than they can really do anything to us, to be honest. So that's absolutely fine. Though, speaking of which, if we're about to actually bring Queptilium Prime into our empire, that means something needs to leave our empire. And I'm sure there's plenty of planets ready to be sectorized by now. Oh yeah, Mosslands and Medak, abso-flipping-lutely. Let's just get them straight into a nice little area here. Though actually, no, I'll hold off on that one, because I'd like to keep the singularity in my empire for... but do I... This thing's about to basically completely lose its usefulness, so I may as well... No, actually, no, this one actually does have a usage, because this is by a black hole. So actually, as a building, what I ought to put here is... Isn't there a... Hang on. Where's the thing I'm looking for? There's a special building that's like... Yeah, here we are, Black Hole Observatory. I should get this one here. That's Physics Research 10. Let's just basically just swap out just a nebula refinery for that, because that's... Actually, no. I shouldn't do that. No, cancel that thing I just said. Get rid of the crew quarters instead. We don't need crew quarters here. Yeah, trade that for Black Hole Observatory for Science 10. And then this place can probably just be converted into an anchorage specialization. So get anchorages here. Yeah, anchorage, swap all that out. And thank you to the comment who explained, by the way. Yeah, sorry, I forgot to mention this previously. Yeah, I kind of misunderstood what what's it called? The Naval Logistics Office. Because it says like, oh, it increases your fleet cap by +2. But I feel like that's badly worded. So what it actually does is, if you've got that building built, every anchorage module on that star base is +2. So if you've got like nothing but anchorages on a base, then actually that could be like +12 on its own, which is actually quite powerful. So I'll totally research that when it shows up at some point. Ah, the systems of Krantz. You guys who, yeah, I actually kind of brought into my empire through, not Uplift, the other thing, the integration thing. The thing that's not Uplift but like Uplift, I forget. Yeah, you guys, even though Krantz Prime needs a tiny bit of work yet, I've laid down most of the buildings that I need there. That can actually be brought into Liberation. That's absolutely fine. Manage the sector. Bring in Krantz. So that's -1 and also gets a few planets out of this thing. Hawking is probably... Hawking's probably ready as well, actually. I think Hawking is... Yeah, Hawking's close enough to fully developed. Slap down just a mining network there. That's absolutely fine. Hawking is... Lovely. Boost them up 7 sociology there. Bar Lab 1 and physics upgrade and physics upgrade again. Yeah, that's fine. This place is fine and ready to be brought into that. So we'll also bring that into here to you to... Apparently that one didn't need to be there, but that's absolutely fine. Yeah, so Liberation can now cover all of this, and when it's ready, Queptilium Prime can also enter into Liberation. That's absolutely a-okay. How's Mingvu Carp up north, by the way? Still needs a little bit of work, to be honest. I'll finish building it out before I shove that into the Athari Sanctuary territory, I think. And I'm pretty sure this is... Yep, that's going to be the end of this war. So, knacker this platform, absolutely falling apart. The plasma just destroys it, job done. So, I think I've now actually successfully claimed everything I wanted to claim. Everything else is not something I currently have claims on. Fine. In which case, what I'm going to do at this point is... Yeah, I'm just going to leave it. I'm just going to basically say, okay, this war, I'm now bored of this war. Settle the status quo. And they will obviously accept that. And there we are. Lazy Tabbies wouldn't be any use as slaves. He's not wrong. She does spend 23 hours a day sleeping. Now we've also got the Defensive Readiness Watch. Okay, closed borders and... Ooh. Right, we've just actually brought some xenophobes into the Empire. Got it. But that's fine. Actually, the borders are prettier than I was expecting. We've just slightly pushed them back. Alright, this is just a case of slightly pushing them back. And honestly, this is all empty space. They don't have a huge amount left, to be honest. Meanwhile, up north, the Forfossans have actually, yeah, almost, finally, bloody made it to the territory. Yeah, they keep doing this. They bring all their fleets way down here, and when they declare war against the polity of Halifax, it takes them like over a year to actually bloody get over to them. Now, if I want that war to actually end, I might need to... you know, I wouldn't mind having Orcum Fung, just for the sake of saying, but then... Well, it's just not any better than Crash, really, is it? No, not really. Well, actually, let's have a little look, see. What have we got in this world? There's one planet. It's a small planet and it's terrible. It's not worth me going out of my way to spend money on. I'd rather spend my influence over here, just expanding my mining interests, which seems to be going pretty well so far. That, by the way, is just the General Security Fleet going down to deal with more pirates. At this point, I'm just helping out my neighbours by smashing some pirates for them. Though, actually, I guess I may as well end the war with the Athari sooner rather than later. Or I could try... No, it's going to take way too much influence to take this and this and this. And also, I don't like the borders, to be honest. I'm just going to leave that to them. What have you managed to build up? A handful, just, yeah, a few hundred in fleet power. You do not have much here. I'm just going to basically try and end this war by basically just deploying my fleet in this direction. And I will also deploy... Hang on, where am I? There's my invasion force. I'll just deploy that to here as well. These guys have still got... Yeah, that's like 3,300. They've healed it up a little bit, but... What have you got there? Yeah, 4 cruisers. Not much at all. You're not in good shape. And here's the General Security Fleet. Come to just basically deal with some pirates there. You're very welcome. We've just shown up to take care of those pirates for you. So now you guys can get on with rebuilding, because we've actually killed the pirates. I should probably think about taking out some Leviathans, by the way. I wonder if this fleet would actually be strong enough to deal with the Wraith, for example. Oh, there we go. And with the research complete, yeah, we get a big chunk of unity there. Advanced afterburners. That's nice. Now, what have we got here? Defense platform hull points plus 500 is nice. Cruiser hull points plus 400 is also nice. Battleships being cheaper and faster is really nice. Ooh, I'm going to take the cruiser. Oh, do I? Like, in old Stellaris, in the end, I just ended up basically spamming corvettes to get in there as missile boats. And, oh, strength through unity. Extreme centralization. Okay, intriguing. We'll go and have a little look-see at the factions in a minute. I'm still going to be depending on cruisers for some time. 400 cruiser hull points sounds really nice. Right, let's get over to the faction menu here. There's quite a few of them now. When we say strength for unity, there's literally one guy. Literally one guy in strength for unity. No, sorry. No, there's one... Why does it say one there? Because that's... Yeah, that reflects 113 to 113. Possibly just hasn't updated yet. Fine, so we've got ourselves 6 people in the National Prosperity Council. So they're the pacifist lads. Strength through unity, they are... Okay, they hate democracy. Well, we live in a democracy and we always have, so maybe this isn't the best place for you to be. And interestingly, the Veterans for Victory movement, the actual militarist faction, are pretty happy with me right now, enough to actually pass me a tiny bit of influence, which really works for me. 5.2 is pretty decent. And if I actually could destroy Leviathan, they would actually be happy about that. Intriguing. So, welcome to the Empire Queptilian Prime. Honestly, I imagine you just need a very tiny amount of... Oh, I'm sorry that we possibly bombarded something into literal dust. We're just going to need a few kind of quick repairs to fix all this up. And once we're done, everything should be fine. You guys have got way too many farms, to be honest. In fact, we can do better than that. Replace one of the farms with a Paradise Dome. It's like a farm, but so much better. And replace one of your basic mines with a... Yeah, temple. Get a temple down. Nice. So we'll just suppress some minerals and we'll just get a temple down. So we'll just basically let those guys get on with repairs and whatever. That's going to take them a short period of time. And also they'll start cooling down pretty quickly after that point. Okay. There's... Why is that? Apparently they were already under martial law. And that ends in... Hang on. That ends in 3 years. Oh! Apparently they paid for martial law under their old owners, and I just get it anyway. That's nice, and here we are. So we're just basically heading through here to bomb these guys. That guy decided to immediately warp out. Probably a good idea, yes. So now we just take out this platform. We'll invade this world, and we're purely doing this to basically just try and force the status quo against these guys so we can get back to peace and I can get back to planning something else. How much is guarding Sturgos, by the way? Not much. I might just literally send my army straight down. The garrison strength is 257. I think we'd probably be okay pretty much just send the army straight in a minute, so that's fine. I'll start bombarding them a little bit, but we're ready to go straight in. How much would it cost me if I theoretically wanted this world? And then I could just put it pretty much straight into a sector, because it's not an important world to me. Yeah, hang on. Claims. If I wanted to claim this, I'd need... Oh, blimey, 175. Ouch. Base, distance, colony, star base, yeah. Because it's relatively well defended. You know what, I can't be bothered. I'm purely doing this just to basically force the peace. I'm just going to keep spending the influence, and oh dear, someone's dead. Someone's dead. That's a shame. Is anyone floating around who's actually like a genius or anything? Only people who are already doing work. Okay, what have we got? Was that the physics lad that just died? I think it was. In that case, as I've not got a genius to hand, I may as well just have... Yeah, a 43-year-old or a 40-year-old. Yeah, we'll go for the younger guy. We'll go for you handling... Yeah, actually, no, it was industry. I was just looking at it, but I didn't see it. So that's absolutely fine. So we'll get that guy working on that. So yeah, we've got 2 Spark of Geniuses and 1 Expertise Void Craft. Actually, what I should have done is gone over to the guys, the curators, and actually had a guy off them. Ooh, that's new stuff. 0-point reactors. Very, very nice indeed. And we've got... Aha! Yeah, armor hit points, or governing ethics, or planetary shield generator, which always used to be terrible, but, ooh, these days actually might be okay, because producing 3 physics and 3 engineering is kind of fun, and being completely immune to orbital bombardments means if you just basically throw down loads of defensive bases to produce defense armies, that world is going to be basically uncrackable. Oh my goodness. It took them to version 2.0.2, but they finally made planetary shields useful. I think it's okay for now. I will grab that later, but I want the neutronium ore, because I'd like to have... Ooh. Oh yeah, I've got Teldar crystals now. Yay, my kinetic weapon damage is up 15%. I don't really use kinetics for much, but it's nice to have at least 1 unique resource in an empire this bloody big. Right, you know what, lads? Just get down onto the planet. If someone's saying something to me, yeah, that's fine. Migration treaty's A-okay. Now, I'm just going to keep an eye on this. This should be super nice and easy. Combat width of 7. Good, so my lads start heading in. One of theirs is dead already. My lads start doing... Okay, if combat width is 7, and there's 4 of them, that means 4 of my lads should be... Oh, hang on, no. I suspect only 1 guy is attacking, because it's a Titanic beast, and he actually is sufficiently white that he fills the entire battlefield. Oh, that's marvellous. I've just sent in 1 of the Hawking Beasts, and the Hawking Beast has basically just stamped their entire army to death by himself. Oh, that's so beautiful. That's so... Admittedly, the collateral damage might be a bit... I think he might have actually stamped a farm to death as well. Possibly 2. And the Polismus Assembly has apparently ceased to exist. Hello, what just happened to... Ooh. Right. Interesting. What's going on here? The 3 Polismus League, who are... Yeah, actually, fanatical egalitarian and fanatical xenophobe, and also militarist and auto-spiritualist, because, you know, screw making sense. We're freedom fighters, former slaves from an unidentified empire, where we suffered much abuse under the oppression of, I don't know. We have long admired your egalitarian standards the Tabby way. You're literally flipping xenophobes, but okay. We've seceded and wish to be part of your nation. Well, it depends where you are. Who are you exactly? Who are these people? It's... a little force down here. Sorry. If you were a little bit closer to here, that'd be a yes. But you're the far side of the Raxor, and I don't really want to be causing trouble with the Raxar. Sorry, you guys are on your own. Also, the dwarves are just occasionally swearing at us because they feel like it. Why not, eh? We've got a science vessel a bit dangerously close to their space, just scanning all this because I like to know what's going on in the world. Right. You guys, are you already doing anything? No, you're not doing anything. Get an outpost down, please. Crack on with all of that. So yeah, looks like the Polismus were just straight up eaten by the Raxar. That's probably why they didn't want to get involved. I'm guessing they had their eyes on just finishing off the Polismus. Or, wait, were they even at war with them? I didn't think there was a war going on, but yeah, there just kind of seemed to have been, which is all rather interesting. Now, how long till I can declare war on these bastards again? Declare war in... Okay, not that long away, about 8 years, in 46. Now, by that time, make sure that we've got plenty of influence left over to basically claim pretty much the whole of the north of the Empire, and then probably if I just draw a line, say, in these two systems, and I say the Raxar get the rest of it, that's probably fine, to be honest. I'll just have all of this. And at that point, actually, that's pretty much everything. They'd literally only have one world left, this one over here. Because this over here is entirely mining space, and this over here is where all their bloody planets are, which is a little bit on the annoying side, but no matter. Ah, more research. This is all very, very good indeed. And also, what just happened? Ah, unspent civics. Good. Now, Empire Capital Complex is also very, very good indeed. Naval capacity plus 30 has got to be nice. Energy storage, ecological adaptation. No, just take some naval capacity up. That's fine. Now. Reform the government. How does that... Oh, that's 250. Right, so I need to remember to save 250 to reform the government. I can add an extra civic in, which can be very powerful. Very, very powerful indeed. Now, with these guys under control and a plan here, it's time to start thinking about the Federation over here. And I've got a plan. My plan is, what I need to do is here. Look at all this starfish territory here. If I was to take all of this off of them, and I drew a line here, or possibly here, because this is a natural wormhole, which seems kind of badass. So yeah, probably here. If I just took all of this off them, then that would actually work pretty nicely. And meanwhile, the actual, yeah, I wouldn't have a border with the penis ducks because they're now stuck over there. And the killbots are actually forming a useful little barrier between me and them. And the Romans are forming a very convenient barrier between me and the killbots. And the Romans might even be willing to get involved. We'd have to see about that. That means all I'd need to do for safety would be basically reinforce my frontier against these bastards. Let's just check here. How strong is your force? And where is it actually? Is it floating around over... Yeah, here we are. Doesn't look like much, actually. I think what we need to do is, yeah, Athari Sanctuary, how many spaces? I've got 3 more star bases I could build. So, Athari Sanctuary could just basically become a great big energy producing one. To be honest, that's probably fine. Like, right now it's, yeah, we can get rid of that. Get a trading hub on that. Let's just get trading hubs in there. I don't think we need a shipyard. I think we've got a shipyard close enough by. Let's get an anchorage down there instead. That's a nebula refinery, which is fine. We don't need crew quarters, however. Let's get an off-world trading company to boost the trading hubs by +2. So that's going to be a bunch of really good energy right there for this place. So that's fine. What we really need is... Here, here, and here just need to be reinforced. I know that's a bit inefficient, and later we can absolutely push these guys back a little bit. In fact, yeah, as time goes by, probably push them to here and here, and then basically say, actually, no, yeah, push them to here and here, and then here we've got the Dimensional Horror, which is a very nice little natural blockade. So as a result, if we can just basically push them to here when the time's right, that will be a good starting point. Though they've actually got one hell of a station here. I can't see it just yet, but yeah, they've got one hell of a station there. That might take a little bit of crack. We want to be careful of that. So, as a result of that, let's actually get these stations starting to be upgraded. So you can be upgraded. This is going to take a little bit of time, but that's fine. We're still some way off this war. So let's just start preparing for it now. So you, and you. And these stations are going to be purely about blockading this area. So we're not going to have anything like crew quarters. It's just going to be putting guns on. Because people have been telling me, yeah, if you put guns on, it increases like the hit points of the entire station. So, though it doesn't look like it should make a big difference, it makes a really big difference. And also, we're just sucking up all of the research from that recent war. That is all very, very nice indeed. The Athari Sanctuary becomes an economic powerhouse. Probably to break down some of these at some point. To be honest, like, yeah, this one is probably ready to be broken down. What even is this right now? It's It's not much. This one can just be downgraded. It's a bit out of the way. Let's just clear a little bit of space. And meanwhile, yes indeed, the Fafossans are now here and starting to tear apart this territory, bombing these worlds. They're out of everything. Hopefully they're clever enough to actually, like, you know, send some troops to go and capture it. They might not be. Sometimes they're just not. The AI does seem to have a bit of a blind spot for that. But, okay. Good starting point here. Good flipping starting point. And in fact, actually, what I can do very, very quickly indeed is, let's just send you over here. Let's get this war done as well. Ah, I thought I was remembering correctly, because Atharia has literally no armies. Because the Rhino Turtles did me a favour and bombarded it into the ground. So this place is just completely cocking in ruins. They haven't had a chance to rebuild it yet. And as a result, this world will just immediately fall to us with no problem whatsoever. And that should give me, yeah, the ability to settle the status quo. And literally all I want is crash. Settle the status quo, send the offer, and they will indeed settle that, and we get ourselves crash. Not exactly great, but it'll do the job for now. We've got ourselves a new alien federation as well. The ads down south. It's Twitter and the Ganvius. Except, hang on, not that Ganvius, the Ganvius Imperium. Because that is the... Hello, by the way, would you like... Hang on, you want to... Oh, you just want to renew the patronage. That's fine. Hang on, the Ganvius... Ah! Is it one of... yeah, there we are. These guys have formed... Oh, dear. It's not much of a federation, to be honest. It's not spectacular. But there we go. We have got ourselves peace. And I think I know what we need to do next. We need to start building up a little bit, as well as preparing to either go after the starfish and reunify our empire, which is rather tempting, not least as it would actually bring, yeah, an actual megastructure and this gateway into my empire, which would be rather nice indeed. Or we want to finish off the Rhino Turtles and start securing this space over here. I might just actually have to begin next time by having a little look-see at how valuable the space is, just to kind of see, you know, which territory is worth more. Because at a glance, that looks not bad. That looks not bad at all, and I wouldn't mind reunifying things. We'll have to see about that, and we will pick that up very, very soon indeed. But in the meantime, I've been John. This has been Many a True Nerd, and this has been Stellaris. Thank you very much, and goodbye.
This guy's enjoying that. This guy's enjoying his elephant a bit too much.
Oh my god.
In Fair Verona, we set our scene. Oh my god, Becky, look at her butt. It is so big. They've managed to glitch inside one of the buildings. Elephants in the rear! And then in come the chariots!